This is immigration attorney Misbah Chaudhary from Misbah Chaudhary and Associates, PLLC, immigration law firm. Today is August 3rd, 2020. Today is Monday with Misbah. And we are here to talk to you about the most recent updates in the immigration world. Secondly, to answer some of the questions which have been asked to us and which has been questioned. Again, these questions which I'll be mentioning over here are the questions which have been asked on various forums like LinkedIn, on YouTube, on our Messenger, on Twitter. So these are the questions, or Instagram, these are the questions that has been asked over there, and we are trying to gather them together, or via email also, gather them together and try to answer them in the most possible manner. Let's see if we will be able to answer all those questions. The answers will be short, as we expect that the questions should be short too, so we can answer them. Also, like I have mentioned before, that we cannot answer the detailed facts. We cannot discuss them. We cannot, if there are some issues involved which are detailed, we cannot respond to them live here. So the best advice is that for that, kindly contact our office. You have these contacts in front of you. You can use any of these manners to contact us. Go to our website. We have LinkedIn account. Go to our LinkedIn account, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and you can send us message there or contact our office. The telephone number is also coming on the screen, so you can contact us and you can set up a consultation and talk to us in detail with regards to your case and with regards to what your question is. So over here we will try to answer your question in a short manner, where we can answer that if it's possible. Okay, so first I will start with the updates, what has happened during the last week in our US immigration world. Then we will briefly discuss over here the change of status from F1 or international student status to H1B. Many people have asked me this question, and the way we pick the topic is the most asked for questions, the most asked issue, or the most hot topic which has been requested, and we try to answer it briefly. If you have any concern, any question, you can send us question over here and we will try to answer it briefly, but the discussion will be briefly today about the transfer or the change of status for the international students who are in the United States on an international student status and they want to apply for under H1b status, or if they have a job offer available, or some companies or petitioners who are interested in hiring as per their qualification and experience. So we'll start with the immigration updates this week as on August 3rd, 2020. Today is Monday again. So number one, Usgs will reject new Daca request applications. They are saying that we are not going to accept them. Before that, they were saying, okay, fine, start filing, and many of the attorneys and the law firms, they started filing Daca renewal applications, but they have put a halt on it. Again, related to the same thing, the Trump administration will resume processing 1-year Daca renewal. So the people who already have the Daca, who are under Daca status within United States, those are allowed to apply for the Daca renewal. So 1-year Daca renewal instead of 2 years. Then a federal judge ordered USCIS to stop enforcing the expanding public charge rule again during the pandemic. So most recently, it's been like kind of in the news a lot, immigration news a lot, that they are asking for they have put in the new forms, which we have mentioned also in our earlier videos, which needs to be filled up and submitted along with the affidavit of support and along with the adjustment of status applications. And the people who are coming into the United States and going through the visa processing for the immigrant visas, so based on that also, because the affidavit of support is submitted at the NVC stage, there were additional applications which were prepared and it needs to be submitted by which attends the issue of the public charge, so they have put a halt on it. So apparently what is coming to our understanding is that when we file for the adjustment of status or affidavit of source, so for right now, as per this halt, we are not filing the public charge applications along with it for in the current scenario. USCIS furloughs have been delayed to the end of August, so we have been it's in the news also, so we have been listening to the news about the immigration, that what is happening, that the immigration officers, which comprises of Department of Homeland Security, ICE, NVC, DOS, immigration courts. So the people sitting over there, they may be the officers, immigration officers, they are getting the furloughs, means that they are letting them go without salary or so, but they have put a halt on it till August. Now there is also news, there are two news linked to this news, which is that number one, USCIS implemented fee increase for the petitions and applications. So on Friday this came out, they have given us a chart which shows increase, and then there is also some decrease also. On some applications there is decrease of fees, and on some applications there is ridiculous increase of fees. So like citizenship application, like adjustment application, like investment application, like we call E2. So on certain applications they have increased the fees, the L visa they have increased the fees, so on certain they have decreased it. So it's a detailed detailed list what they have issued as per different kind of applications and petitions. So it depends whether the fees has increased, how much fees has increased, so we have to follow USCIS website on that. Also what has happened is that there is news that they are going to the funding what DHS is requesting for the USCIS officers to keep them, and the funding they request, so maybe it's in the Congress also, they're talking about it, so there will be approval for that also, because we need these officers. These officers work on our petitions, these officers work on our applications, and without them it will be really hard. There will be a long backlog if there are not accurate number of officers or appropriate number of officers working over there to work on these applications and petitions. So if these applications and petitions are put on halt or put on hold because there are less number of officers there to work on it, then there will be problems. So we definitely need these officers to keep on working on our applications and petitions, which keep on filing. See, it's and this is my input on this, this is my comment on this, that it's a circle. It's a circle. This is an immigrant country. US is an immigrant country. We are an immigrant nation from all around the world, and they keep on coming. They keep on strengthening our community. They keep on strengthening our economy, and we need them. So there are different professions. There are different people from different walks of life: skilled, unskilled workers, professionals, highly skilled workers, specialized knowledge workers, and we need them all to run this community and to run this economy. So as they come in, their petitions come in, and when their petitions come in, these immigration officers and Department of Homeland Security, they work on them. When they work on them, they have the jobs, they're creating new jobs, and there's so much, the whole circle goes on. So it is very important that this circle goes on. We love our immigrants. We have certain questions coming up here. Naila Nazir, hi Naila, how are you? Then we have Sajaval, we have questions from Sajaval. What's the funniest tale you have ever gotten from a phone call from a potential client that never took a case? Oh yeah, there are many. So there are so many that we cannot compile them and discuss them in this short period of time, but we have fun, we enjoy our work. How long was Daca supposed to land initially anyway? So usually it's 2 years, and then now Daca, they are giving 1 year renewal this year. So let's see how things will come up. Things change. In immigration things change all the time. You never know. We are saying one thing today and what will happen tomorrow. So the thing is that it's very, very important to keep a very close eye on that. And in our law firm, we are people who love immigration. Like, we have the input about the immigration, we keep an eye on the any and every update about the immigration, and we like to keep our listeners and viewers informed about it so they know what's going on. And if you are interested, any kind of case you have, even if you are a US citizen and you have friends or you have in your circle people who are doing, we are immigrants, we all are immigrants. So if you have friends, you have cousins, you have family members, anyone who is in the immigration process, even this is your duty to keep them informed about anything happening over here. So I think so, to do that, go to our Facebook page, that is our official. Please do not, I keep on receiving on my personal page so many faces, and I love to have friends, and no doubt about it, but please, for the immigration thing, please go to our official Facebook page, our law firm's Facebook page, like it. When you will like it, you will start receiving the updates, the most recent updates, day to day, minute to minute, second to second, about the immigration and what is happening in the immigration world. So it's very important that you like us. Okay, now second, we have other questions. Arshia Adil Khan, what about immigration visa process? When are they reworking? They are working, Arshia, and I'm going to answer other questions also, and we will address this issue. But they are working. They have not stopped working. What was working internally, these offices are working. National Visa Center is working. Embassies, consulates are working. Even DHS is working over here. But the thing is that the only delay which is interviewing, because they were not conducting in-person one-on-one interview. So that is the delay, and that is from the July 15th. They told us that we are in the process of opening. We are processing, and we have started receiving notices, and we have started receiving even the NVC notices as well as the notices from embassy for the interview thing. So they have started scheduling, and we are hoping that as they have more workers there, more officers are in place, they will start issuing more and more dates. So it's working, and we are looking forward to towards the full recovery where they have the full officers there and they're covering. So it's slow, but it's going on. Then we have Zafar Khan, Assalamu alaikum. What about the ban on H1b F1 status? I have a friend F1 in KSA, wish to come back soon. Any suggestion? Thanks. Zafar, so your question is about the ban on H1b F1 status. See, the people who already have the H1b status, there is no ban on them. The people who already have the F1 status, they went out, even they are on the OPT, they went out and they are coming back after the summer break or something, they can come back. It depends on, they are not going for the stamping to the embassy. They are not going for the stamping to the consulate. They already have the visas available. So it depends on the airlines, it depends on their circumstances, what timing is proper when they can come back. So it has nothing to do with the visa issuance. The whatever ban is there or whatever restriction is there, the halt for the 60 day or till the December now extended one is for the new one. The people who do not have this status right now and they were trying to get those visas. So that halt belongs to them. That halt is applied on them. The halt is not on the people who are already have these visas and just trying to re-enter. They can re-enter. There is no restriction on that. Then we have Kashif. This is for USA or UK? This is for USA, made in USA. So this is for USA immigration that we are discussing. Any kind of immigration related to US, here you can get the answer on that. Okay, so now we'll come to we'll discuss the transfer or the change of status for the students, international students who are in US and they are trying to change their status. They are about to do the completion of their studies, whatever graduate program they are in, whatever their master's program or graduate program they are in, or associate degree they are doing, and they want for the employer to hire them, or if they have companies who want to hire them. Now the hiring requirement for H1B, number one, is the bachelor's degree and the master's degree. So the evaluation of their degree should come to a level of bachelor's degree. We have students here who have degrees from the foreign countries also. We have students here who are from Japan, who are from India, who are from Pakistan, who are from Bangladesh, Tanzania, France, Italy. They come here, Britain, they come here and they complete their studies, but they already have gained other degrees from their own countries. So what happens, the process is that whenever they come here, they get an evaluation done to the equivalency of the US degree. If the equivalency of their US degree it comes to bachelor's, they are eligible to file for the H-1B. So they need a sponsor. Now the sponsor is an employer, sponsor is a company, any company, no restriction. It's an oil and gas, it's a school, it's a medical center, it's a bank, it's an IT company, it's a finance company, any company, any kind of business. It's even some company who has like 10 gas stations, and they say, okay, we want to hire an accountant on H-1B on this position. He's a bachelor's degree holder. This is our requirement. We want to file it. They can. Any company who fulfills that requirement, and the student who is particularly, we are talking about student, he can be on any other status. But over here, we are talking about the international students who complete their studies, who are in the process of OPT, or who are working on the OPT, or their OPT is expiring, and they want to stay here, and they have a sponsor available, a company available, any person who can sponsor them, a corporation, a US corporation, and they said, okay, we are moving forward and want to hire this person. Even universities, the school systems, they hire teachers. So the basic requirement, as long as they fulfill the basic requirement, they can move forward and file an H-1B. The H-1B, the first H-1B comes under the quota system. So what quota system? So for this is the H-1B can be extensions, the H-1B can be amendments, the H-1B can be the transfer of employer. So for that situation is different when you are first asking for an H-1B. So for the first H-1B, you need to go through the quota system. Quota system lately this year has changed a little bit. Initially, what has been happening for years and years and years, that we have all these petitions filed by the employers, and we file them on April 1st with the immigration. So it goes to the US, it goes to California Service Center, it goes to Vermont, and they shuffle them, and they do their quota system. They do the electronic, you call it, lottery system, and they will figure out, they have their numbers there, and they figure out that they have to pick up 85,000, out of it 65,000 comes under bachelor's quota, and 20,000 goes under master's quota. So they figure that out, they do their lottery, and they pick up 85,000 out of 200, 300,000 applications or petitions which goes into their system. And then they start issuing them, the one who are picked up, they start issuing them the receipt notices and sending them to the attorneys or to their law firms or to their employers, and the rest they start sending the packages back to us. So it was kind of a hectic process, longer process, but I like that process. But anyways, it was there. We were also used to a fate. Everything was going on smoothly. Lately this year, what happened? A change happened. The change happened is that, okay, you need to submit online this information with regards to the beneficiary and the job title and, you know, their basic information, and put them in our system online, and then we will figure out by March 31st that, you know what, who is picked up. So the names were given to them by March 20th, and March 31st they figured out, okay, these are picked up, now send us a package by June 30th or so, whatever dates were given by the different services centers to us, that send us through California Service Center or send it through Vermont Service Center, that send us these packages now. Now we are going to process these H-1Bs. So they have apparently lessened the burden on them, the burden on us. That's fine, as long as our petitions are picked up. We are lucky enough and they are picked up. But this is the process. The people who unfortunately do not, like, it's only 85,000 quota. So if they are not picked up in the 85,000 quota, those students, what they need to do, These students then file some other kind of case, even file an extension, go to some other program, complete their OPT. If they are eligible, they will file an extension on the OPT and go on for under that process next year and try their luck. But once they are picked up in the lottery, the H-1B is granted, then they have all the options available to file for the H-1B extension after 3 years, to file for the H-1B transfer of employer, from one employer to another employer. They got another offer, they can do H-1B transfer, or they file for the H-1B extension, and based on that H-1B extension, they can even start the perm process and carry on with the immigrant employment-based green card process, which we will discuss also. It's a lengthy process. We will, in bits and pieces, we will discuss, so you also get a more good understanding of what that process is and can have the ideas. So all the employers who are listening to us, the companies incorporated here, we are so lucky. We have so many companies with so much proficiency, with so much professional approach, and they like to hire people who are outstanding international students we have in every field of life, in every walk of life. And I think so it's very important that if they can hire these people, they should give them an opportunity to utilize their education for the revenue, for the economy, for our community, to be a part of it, which is very important. So we have more questions here. I would like to first answer these questions, and then we'll address these questions what I have listed here. So we have Kashif. I've answered Kashif. Arshia, thank you Arshia, you're very welcome. Muhammad Kaleem, do you know when Mumbai embassy will open for the interviews? Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, I think so I've already answered it, but yes, they are telling us, we are opening starting from July 15th. So we are hoping that as they will step by step, they are going to open as per their strength over there of the workers and stuff, and as they are issuing the notices. See, there are thousands and thousands of applications there. So it takes time for them even to process them and issuing the date and going through their docket and their calendar and figuring out the medicals needs to be done and whatever requirements are there. So they are coming to that point. So hopefully very soon. Okay. Then we have Zafar Khan. So he's clear on his answer. When H1b F1 Status, have the F1 in case. Okay. So I've answered this. Then we have Maria. Maria is made in USA. Very good, Maria. Aisha, do you know when Pakistan embassy will open for interviews? Again, Aisha, I think so I've answered this question, but they are opening. They are opening step by step, but they are saying since July 15th. So soon you will be receiving, if you are receiving for the interview notice, you will be soon having it. So don't worry, few more days. Maria, hi, if someone who has green card has spent more than 1 year outside of US due to the flight disruptions because of the pandemic, would they face deportation? Okay, Maria, if they are already outside of the US, they are not going to face deportation because they are already out. So what you are talking about, I think so my understanding is that you are saying that if they are on green card status, they have the resident status, but they are unable to come inside the United States. So will they be able to maintain their green card? So see, this is a very important question, and I have been asked this question again and again and again nowadays in the pandemic season, because people were outside, people get stuck over there, there is travel ban, there is flights are disruptive, now they cannot come in. So they are saying, okay, so if we are already outside, how will we be maintaining our green card status? It is very important for them to know that how they are going to, okay, the best way, inform USCIS, inform your embassies. They have their emails, go to their websites, they have emails, they have contact information which they have on their websites. They are saying contact us. If you have as a green card holder, permanent resident or conditional resident, you need to contact us, kindly send us a message over here. So inform them that this is my case number, this is my alien number, this is my full name, this is my status, and I'm stuck here and I have every intention of going back to United States and maintaining my resident status. So as soon as this pandemic is over or this ban is over and I get the flight and I can go back, I will go back. I will travel back to United States, and I am at all times, I have every intention to maintain my status, because when you are a permanent resident or when you are a conditioner, you have to maintain that stay here. And then again, it's very important, I think so there's one question over here also, but it's very important to know that we think it's 1 year is 6 months. So when you are saying that, oh, how much time you need to be in United States to maintain your resident status. So if you go through the rules and regulations, it says every year 6 months or more, 180 days or more, you need to be in United States to maintain your residency status. So this is there, but with the pandemic, we are getting ease on everything. So the best way is to inform them. You can send an email inquiry to USCIS. You can inform the embassy and the consulate that this is a situation. I'm right now here. I traveled out of US on this date and I'm trying to go back. So I have every intention of maintaining my residency as soon as everything is over, as soon as the flights are open and I get the flight, I will be traveling back to the United States and maintaining my status. Then we have some more questions. I like it. We got so many questions and so many answers today. It's very exciting. Okay, we have certain questions, like I mentioned before, that we are going to answer these questions. These are the questions that I received, or we received, our office received on the various forums, and we would like to answer them. Zafar, there is a question from Zafar. He says, can a student apply for second time OPT or any other STEM course once he finished the OPT on one programs? For instance, I did MIT used my OPT, and after expiring due to some reason, can I apply for second time OPT? Yes, you can. Under STEM, it gives you the option for a second extension. So definitely, if you have that program available, you qualify under the STEM, you can apply for that. Okay, Sapar? Okay, these are the questions we have here. My daughter is a US born citizen. She has just turned 21. Can she petition me for the immigrant visa? This is Mr. Arshad from Michigan. Yes, if she has turned 21, she can petition you. She is a US citizen and she has turned 21. She can file a petition for the parents. And if you are present in United States, then it can be adjustment of status for you. I am a musician from Mexico. I got a contract to perform in the US in 2021. What I need most importantly, it's Rivera from Mexico. So what Rivera is asking, I'm a musician from Mexico. I got a contract to perform. What I need most important, you need a visa most importantly, and that we call the performer's visa. Is either it can be P visa or O visa, and you can come and perform here. It comes under the different. You need itineraries. You need the contracts, which shows where you will be performing for next year in 2021, but the petitioner company needs to petition you for the P visa or O visa, and our law firms do lots and lots of them. So if you have any further questions, you can send us a message on that. Shumaila Sajjad, my cousin's immigration interview in Houston was 26th March, but cancelled appointment, a reason of pandemic. Okay, do you have idea when it has to come again? Yes, they have started putting in we have started receiving the interview dates. So soon he or she, your cousin, will be receiving the date also. They are sending the notices out for that. Zafar, I think so answered. Thank you very much. You got your answer. I'm happy. Okay, then there's a new one. I'm a research scholar during my PhD in the US. Wow. Do I qualify for EB1 category? That's Adnan from Ohio. So yes, Adnan, you are a research scholar. We are so proud of you. And then you are doing your PhD program. You do qualify for EB1, that is the self-petition thing, but it comes under certain requirements and certain qualifications. So it's better that you contact our office. But yes, you do qualify under certain requirements. So you contact us and we can review your research work, your writings, the critical whatever reviews reviews you get from other scholars or from other teachers or professors. It all depends on that which criteria you fall in and how you qualify for that. And my parents are green card holder and are stuck in Pakistan due to pandemic. What is usual time for them to spend in the USA to maintain residency? That's Anila from Indianapolis. Yeah, Anila, I think so. That was the question, because when I was reading that, I thought that I've read this question. So yes, when they are stuck there, that's the best way. Inform the consulate, send an email to the consulate, send an email to the embassy, and try to inform USCIS through inquiry there. Let them know that they are stuck there, but they have every intention of coming back and maintaining their residency status. So the best way is to inform them, and hopefully everything will be fine. I'm an IT consultant and is due for H1B extension. My concern is RF issues. Is USCIS still sending RFEs on employer-employee issues? That is Narayan from California. Okay, Narayan, again, I'm an IT consultant and is due for H1B extension. So his concern is that whether we are still, during the last 1 year, we have been facing this issue with the H1Bs, and especially for the IT industry, IT consultants, IT companies. They were receiving some certain issues with regards to the request for evidence, where the issue is raised on employer-employee relationship, specialty, occupation. And then we have the contracts, the agreements, the vendor agreements. So we were getting all these RFEs and we were handling them in the best possible way. But most recently, a memo has been issued by the USCIS under the court orders, where they have rescinded that the previous memos are there, saying we are no more going to be questioning on these kind of issues. So hopefully when you file for your extension, you should be fine on that, but do file with your extended contracts, service agreements, and your itineraries. My parents are in the US currently on the visit visa. I am a US citizen. Can I file a petition to keep them here? That's Artega from New Jersey. Okay, Artega, your parents are here on a visit visa and you are a US citizen. Definitely you can file for the adjustment for them. Wait for 2 months time period. I don't know for how long they are here, but 2 months intent period is there. So at the lapse of 60 days, you can move forward and file for their family-based petition, as well as you move forward with the adjustment of status while staying within United States. So yes, definitely you can do that. Okay. Shumaila, thank you. You're very welcome. My spouse is working on H1B. She wants to go to H4 status and also apply for the EAD. So as we are not able to handle stuff without, they have some issues going on with the family matters. Could you please advise if we apply for the H1B to H4 and she can stop working immediately, even if the change of status takes more time? Yes, if she is not working currently, she is applying from H1B to H4 status, and that is from Deva from New York City. So if she's doing that, as soon as she applies for the H4, she should stop working and wait for the results. It's very important for the transfer, change of status, because she's changing status from one H1B to H4, so she has to wait for the approval on that. Then can she apply for the EAD along with the change of? Yes, she can apply for the EAD along with the change of status if you have an approved I-140. So based on that, yes, she can. Then we have over here, we have Adnan Rahman Maiman. My employment base US 485 interview cancelled due to the address change for almost 11 months ago. Now in August, I am current now. So what to do? Please, what to do next? Okay. So it's employment based. So based on the I-140, your 485 interview got cancelled. So everything is processed. Maybe you will not even get an interview. You will straight away get a green card. And we are getting those cases where we have applied for the employment based green card, and they are at the adjustment status, and they are getting their I-485J approvals, and they are getting their I-485 approvals even without the interview. So hopefully we are hoping that this is the case in yours matter also, and you will be receiving a green card without an interview. Because, and then if the second is due to the address change for almost 11 months ago. Now in August, I am current now. So what to do next? You are already current or none, because that is why you have applied for 485. If your priority date is not current, you won't be able to file 485. So you must be current. You can send them an inquiry also. You can put in an e-inquiry. But also I'm saying that, like, we are in our law firm, we are receiving green cards even without the interviews for the 485s, employment based as well. So let's wait, or if my advice is that you can also put in an inquiry mentioning this, and then you can wait on that. Maybe you don't need an interview and they will send you the, if it's current, priority date is current, that is why you must have applied the 485 also. So wait for that. Okay, I hope so I have answered your concern and question. Then there is another last one over here. The 8th question I have is that, can I file my application online? And this is Lytia from North Carolina, I believe. Lytia, yes, you can apply your application. I don't know what kind of application you are talking about, but yes, there are certain applications you can file online. But if you ask me, do not do that. Paper filing is always better because it comes with less rejections. If you're filing online, still you have to send your paperwork also. So it's not that easy as it seems like. So in my advice, in my suggestion, it's always better to file the paper one and file overnight, and file with the tracking number where you can track your application that it's been received over there. So it's much less rejections are involved if you are filing through paper. Okay, so I have answered all the questions here what I have, and I have tried to answer all the questions in our online thing also. And I'm happy that we have so many informative questions which we try to answer. And hopefully I will see you all, the people who are listening to us, who are viewing us. If there are more questions, we come every Monday live, on air, online, I don't know what is it, on air or online, and try to answer the questions between 4 and 4:30. You have all our information. You see that on the screen. You can get our information. And if you have any questions, any concerns with regards to immigration, please don't ask me the recipes. Please don't ask me other questions. Believe me, I received these questions. But, immigration is our expertise, and we answer immigration questions. So you have any concerns, do ask us, and we will like to answer them. If you think that you cannot come on air at this time live with us, send us a question. We'll try to answer them also. Okay, thank you very much, and I hope so everybody stays happy, and I will see you guys next Monday with other stream of questions, and we like to answer them. Thank you. Have a good day.